Hello, PhilaU Comm students. This is Susan here. It's hard to believe that we have gone through 7 weeks together already. It's gone so quickly, at least for me. And here we are in our 8th and final week. I wanted to give you a little bit of an introduction to this final week and also just to tell you how far I thought you all came in jumping on Twitter and really establishing a professional presence there, and also just the tremendous work that you've done in your blogs. I really have been so impressed with everything that you have all done. Just remember, if you really want the full points, get those last visuals posted and get those URLs embedded. But I have to say, in terms of the language and the purpose and inviting readers to comment, you guys have done a tremendous job. So you should really feel proud of yourself, and you should make sure that you keep those blogs. Nobody will delete them, and you should definitely keep them because they could come in handy someday. You never know. A quick introduction to our last unit. Very appropriately, we are going to be looking at the future of media. We started with the past and the evolution of media, and now we are going to end with the what's next. So I want to say a few things about the Internet of Things. So part of your readings here, you will have this very good Wired article about the Internet of Things, and also this Future of Media New York Times article. They're really interesting. I think what is so good about the Wired article is that Barris really makes a distinction between the Internet of Everything just being like where every machine is plugged in to the internet, and so the internet kind of becomes the central like hub around which everything else moves. It's actually not really accurate. What the Internet of Things really is, it's this idea, and we've talked a lot about this in our course and on the discussion boards. It's really about data, and it's really about your data, and it's really about not machines but sensors. So it is about an internet where all machines have sensors on them that are giving information to the internet. So in some ways, I think we could see how this would make our lives better. And then I think in some ways we can see how this is scarier. Now, whether or not this is something we could even stop, I really don't know. It'll be interesting as the Fain article in the New York Times discusses, you might be waking up one day in smart pajamas, where you can tell your pajamas to turn on the coffee maker. I don't know. Sometimes that sounds good to me. Sometimes that does not sound good to me. So I'll be curious to hear your thoughts. So please make sure that you review all of the resources. You have one major assignment aside from posting your blog and making sure everything looks great on it. And getting all your visuals and making sure it's completely error-free. You have one final discussion board posting. Really, that's just for me. What would you change in the class? What did you like? This is for me to get really quick feedback from you guys. This is, again, that's just for our purposes. And that is not our official course evaluation. And as I tweeted you guys earlier, I would really appreciate you actually filling out those evaluations. They're really helpful. I think they're really important to utilize when you have, especially when you have somebody that you don't like or you had a problem with, but also if you have a professor who you really do like, so that person can understand, well, what are they doing well, or what could they improve upon? So I really value, and I really read the course evaluations, and I think they're now also mobile. So there you go. So you have one main assignment, and that is this discussion board here. And there are 3 main questions. Please just, number your answers. I want you to really reference your sources too in the answers. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? What maybe has you a little concerned, and from which source did you read it? So I ask you to do that. And that's it. So you guys have done tremendous work. I really appreciate all of the thought that's gone into your discussion boards and all of your assignments. And I hope that you'll still stay tweeting and blogging, and please feel free to reach out at any time if there's anything that I can ever do to help you. Okay? It was great meeting you all. Let's wrap up this last week with a bang. Thanks.